Welcome back, guys. It's your girl Kat with my channel called Pure Premonitions, where we make more magic. I have already done a previous video with the Kipper style for our Friday Twin Flame reading, which I think is going to be like a new spin. I'll do an extra 4 readings technically, because I always do a part 1 and part 2 because they're always too long. But I didn't pull any tarot cards with that deck. Like it's its own deck. So I was like, well, I still want to give my people, my collective, what they want, which is like, the full real tarot reading with some oracle insight. So that's what I'm deciding to do. I have not decided between 6 different decks, so we're going to use all of them because I'm feeling crazy today. Anyway, I forgot my lip gloss. I've been feeling like my lips are just dry lately. So, girl needs her lips to be popping. They look good? Okay. We're good. So I don't have to keep like licking my lips the whole time. Okay. You ask your questions. You instill the energy into the cards. I just shuffle them. And then we see what the universal energies have to tell you. This is a reading for my collective. It's a Friday Twin Flame reading. What is the awakened path for my twin flames? What do they both need to know? Just a reminder, if I speak of masculine or feminine, roles can always be reversed. And it doesn't matter if you are female or male. It could be same-sex relationships. It could also be the female tuning into the masculine energies, or the masculine being tuned into more of the feminine energies. So it's just whatever the cards are telling me, whatever's depicted on the cards is what I tell you guys. Use your discernment and take it however it resonates. So that being said, let's get started. What's been going on for my collective in the recent past? The Death card. I love this because in the last Kipper reading, we literally had pulled the Coffin Death card. So we've definitely got an ending here, some kind of transformative energy. There's a big change. You've already been going through it since this is in our recent past. But this transition, even though, yeah, it is hard, every death is hard, it's a metamorphosis. Think about a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It doesn't really know what's happening, but like on a cellular level, it starts to feel like it needs to break down and needs to have this like emotional upheaval and go through this physical suffering of breaking down to become something new. And it doesn't know what's on the other side of that transformation. So like, think about how scary it is to be a caterpillar and to start to shed, its skin and think like, oh my goodness, I've just got to make myself a chrysalis. And, it's basically like they're putting themselves in their own coffin. They don't know what's on the other side of that death, but they're like, I am no longer going to be a caterpillar anymore. That's all they intuitively know. And then they go into this transition and they come out beautifully transformed. And it was necessary on an instinctual evolutionary path. Like this was fated. It's destiny, literally. So we're going through a major end of a cycle. That was a lot for one card, but whatever. My name's Kat. This is my channel. Okay, right now, this is like lining up perfectly with the last frickin' reading. I wish I remember. No, damn, on the paper it doesn't say the numbers of each card. Okay, but in the Kipper reading, we had a man who was masked, right? The masculine had on a masquerade mask and the woman was using a fan to cover partial face. So again, this imprisonment, this victimhood mentality or like entrapment is here once again, where we're blindfolding ourselves and we're trapping ourselves within this turmoil. So somebody's definitely going through a lot of negative thoughts here, but this is self-imposed. I hate to say it, but it's a self-imposed restriction. You're putting yourself in these binds. I mean, if she would just somehow get that blindfold off, and it could be the masculine who's blindfolding himself too, then you would recognize that there's 8 swords here that could easily take off the rest of the bindings. So it's self-victimhood. It's mentality that needs to change here, because you're entrapping yourself in this muddy water. Like, look, see how we've got all of this water and mud at the bottom of her feet. And water is emotions. It's like somebody doesn't want to step fully into this emotional waterway to deal with these whatever is at hand, whatever business is at hand, whatever decision you need to make. You're literally trying to avoid it because you think it's going to be negative, but you're making the situation more negative. You could manifest something more positive by being more practical about it and recognizing that you have the skill sets, you have the tools around you to deal with it. But this is about an absolute decision and the ego fully. Like, let go of the ego. The ego's got to die. This is represented by Gemini. Yeah, swords are air signs. So we had water sign earlier with Scorpio for the death card. So water signs and air signs are showing up here for us. And oh, I love this too. It's like the death, the transition has to happen in order for you to move forward towards the year of the horse, right? Okay, and then in our future placements, oh yeah, this is foundation. 13 equals the number 4, which is building that foundation. So the transition is your transformation, which is your foundation, and you're just currently like trying to avoid it. Why are we trying to avoid it? It's keeping you up at night. Literally, this is like anxiety ridden. You've got so much fear and worry in you, babies. What are we doing? Put it to bed. Literally. Yeah, it could be even like literally be keeping you up at night, giving you insomnia, giving you nightmares, letting you feel hopelessness, and like just a lot of despair and trauma here, that you just being more compassionate to yourself and the situation and all parties involved could really turn this around to be more optimistic instead of suffering. You have the strength to do that, to change it. Let this cycle be complete. This is a 9. This cycle is coming to an end. Let this depression and anxiety go. Like all of these swords just hovering over this person's head in bed. It's like, especially late at night, is when all of this worry comes over you. But you're protected. You're supported. Do you see that the blanket is over them and we've got all of these red roses here? That's love. That's passion. That's support. You're literally comforted, but you're closing your eyes to it. You can't even see that what you're having anxiety and fear about could be a supportive energy. Also ruled by air. Geminis. A lot of Gemini. Yeah. Geminis. I love you, Geminis. My mom was a Gemini, though. It's like you're hot and you're cold. You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down. You are 2 different people up in that head. And it's a lot to have like one person talking up here and then another person in your soul, and you're just going through all of this mental and emotional anguish, and like, calm it down. Let these two come together in harmony and find that internal balance. Because that's when you step into your full strength, your full power, your full manifestation abilities. Okay, and what's at hand for this entire situation? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. It is in reverse. We're feeling like somebody's feeling a lack of self-worth. Like they don't have the resources, they don't have the stability yet, they don't have the wealth, they don't have any success. They're just like really being hard on themselves, or you're being hard on yourself. You make your own definition of success. Stop letting other people and the societal norms define you or give you anxiety. Like, why would you let any of that have power over you to this extent? Because on the other side of that, 11:11 on the clock, doorway opening, boom. As soon as you let go of that and say, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care what anybody thinks, I want to make myself happy, I want to do what I love, I'm going to follow my dreams, my goals, my passion, I'm going to be with whoever I love, and that is when true success comes into your life. That's when you experience wealth and financial security and a real supportive family and actual long-term success. And then you're going to see like a contribution from the people around you and your society, and they're going to actually be like, oh wow, look, the person was right. You know, they won't admit that they were wrong, but they'll see that you did step into success and happiness and love and wealth. So grounding, earth energy, ruled by Virgo. It's a 10. I love that. New beginnings. You're ending that 9 year. We're completing that old cycle of despair, anguish, depression. Depression is not something that belongs to you. It's not something that you have. It's not something that's like stuck to you. You can let go of it. It's baggage. Release it. We experience the ebb and flows, the ups and downs, the dark and the light for a reason. So then you can be grateful for when you do come into the happy times, right? So then you'll have the wisdom to know how to handle the downs again whenever they come. So ground into that energy and that wisdom. This is like the ultimate completion. This is the final manifestation, but you have to get through that hurdle. This is the result of true will, of recognition, of these, having these epiphanies and these realizations. And either we can like continue the old patterns, or no, we ain't doing that, or let it come to an end. And then you can move past the despair into commitment to yourself, to your passion, to your love, to your success. That's what we want, right? Yes, baby. That's what's happening. Okay, I feel like I'm just gonna like switch it up. I'm gonna go Oracle, Tarot, Oracle, Tarot. This wasn't giving me too much love here, but I'm just, you know, it is a twin flame reading, so you're worried about love, you're worried about finances, you're worried about lack of self-worth, you're worried about a lot of stuff. We're going to pull in the love angel cards, and then we'll bring it back to like a regular tarot, and then a regular, I say regular, but I pulled my twin flame decks, and then my oracle deck. So you'll get some like insight all around. Okay. Very soon, upside down. It's not as soon as we want it to be, but I looked at a card, it said very soon, but it was upside down. So sooner than you think. Something is coming in sooner than you think. It's not as soon as you want it to be, though. That's life. Okay, they're telling me one more. This one. Or what's at hand? The wedding in reverse. And we have the wedding card from the Kipper. This is like mirroring completely. Wow. This situation involves marriage. Or it could. It could if you get aligned. Because it's not aligned. But that makes total sense because the tarot card is in reversal as well. So as soon as we get over this fear, as soon as we get over this this ending, this death that has to happen, you like this true committed, sovereign, reciprocated love that's a soul bond, that's a soul contract bond, could literally come into your life. I know this might scare some people. Some people don't want this. They're like, "Wow." Like one of my besties was like, no to love. And I'm like, what? No, I just like, bring me all the love. But I get it. It's scary. But if it's real, like, don't you want to experience something real? So it involves marriage or true commitment. Again, marriage doesn't have to mean like you guys are getting married in a week if you get together. No, it just means that this is a true committed relationship. Like it's real love. People don't decide to get married unless they feel like it's real love. Okay, and then clarifying over the death card. It involves finances and career. We already knew. Yeah, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. People don't feel like they have enough abundance. She's in the water right now picking flowers. The flowers are all about life force and abundance. And she's in the water, which is an emotional, it's, you know, those are the emotional depths of recognizing that you are enough, no matter if you have, you know, a wealth of finances or not. You are worthy of love. You don't have to be able to provide everything because love will lead you to everything. That's the catch 40. What is it? Catch 42? Yeah, I think. I don't know. That's the caveat. But yeah, you gotta let go. Jeez. You gotta let go of that control of thinking that you have to be everything and have everything before you can get to these other stages in life. Like, if love has been presented to you in this timeline already, you don't need to have the perfect career or the finances yet. Of course, I'm not saying let it stifle your career or your finances, not at all. In fact, a true love will help support you and guide you on the right path to multiply those finances and your wealth and to get you on a more passionate, purposeful career path. And that's the real foundation that you're building here. Once you let go of that control, that this can lead you to the organization of true wealth. I looked at the bottom of the deck. Again, it came up. It came up. I'm just saying. Confirmation for my washer and dryer again. They're going crazy. Somebody, like, mentally, you're going like this, like my washer and dryer. This is somebody's doing that. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, this is hot and cold energy because before when I saw it, it was in reversal and now I saw it in the upright. It's like somebody is really going back and forth physically and mentally because I saw it before on the mental placement and now I'm seeing it in the physical placement. Like they want to come in. They really do. They really crave this touch. Look at them touching, caressing. Okay, to clarify over the Eight of Swords. Make the effort. You've got to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I love this. The masculine here is making the effort. He's reaching across this, what do you call this? It's like a wall. Literally, a wall's between you guys. And he has to stretch across it to get to the feminine on the other side to kiss her cheek. And he's pulling her in. You see that? So cute. There's a little dog involved. Little brown dog. Somebody has a brown dog. And cherries. Cherries have some kind of significance to this connection. And there's little white flowers everywhere. And there were white flowers in the Kippur reading all over the place. This is beautiful. Wow. Look at the... Once we release these negative thoughts, then that masculine's able to come in and make this effort. But the feminine depicted here is blindfolded. But the feminine here, this inner child, is not blindfolded at all. She's looking dead on, forward, straight ahead. So, yeah, she's looking at her manifestations in a practical manner. But the masculine, again, roles can be reversed. Somebody's got to let go of the ego. Probably both people have some ego that they're holding on to that's keeping them away from making this effort. And to clarify over all this anxiety and depression with the Nine of Swords, there's chemistry here. That's why we've got so much anxiety. It's like you guys know that you have chemistry. Geez, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Enough to create a soul bond, a real soulmate twin flame connection. Enough to where in 2 readings that I've done back to back, we've got the wedding cards coming up. It's like, that this chemistry is like no other. You're magnetized towards each other. You're magic. Look at the two of them. 22:33 on the clock. I was going to say 22:32, and then it changed to 33. So 22, 23, and 33 are significant numbers. But look at them. It's like them together are wielding this magic. This is a magical connection. And it's guided by, look at the statue in the bottom, Cupid. I wish it would focus. We've got Cupid at the bottom there. Why all of this despair and anxiety? Let it go. Let it go. I know, it's easier said than done. Don't let me fool you. I get in a funk too. Don't let me fool you. Okay. Tarot. Let's pull the tarot. This is the Twin Flame Tarot deck. So it's just here to help us be guided along this awakened path of ours towards union. Because that's what it's all about, right? This one wanted to come out. Okay, clarifying over the wedding. What? Again? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was going to say, I messed myself up, but it's obviously for a reason. I normally put the first card down in the past position, but I saw the wedding card first, which is in our What's at Hand placement. So then I was just like, oh, okay, it's clarifying over that. But it's a little bit of both because our What's at Hand is the overall view of everything happening. We've got the Death card twice. We've literally got the Death card twice, number 13, which boils down to 4, which this transition, this ending, this cycle that is completing itself and now moving in towards this beautiful transformation is your foundation to this connection. It's all about transformation, endings and change, transition and releasing. Look at this night. You're having a dark night of the soul, or your person is. You guys have been going through it. Crows have a significance, or some kind of blackbirds, ravens. Wow. That's the only thing keeping you guys away from this union. That this old cycle literally needs to die off. Okay. Wow, the death card twice? Are you guys kidding me? All right, clarifying over the death card in the recent past position with the finances and career. 10 of Wands. Wow, we're like really going through it with this stress and burdens. Anxiety, feeling defeated. We're just burnt out. Yeah. The feminine here now too. So it's literally both parties. Both the feminine energy and the masculine energy are just really... So, okay. Here, both parties, finances and career paths is heavy of why this separation is occurring. Both parties, because we've got, there's the masculine on the death card and then the feminines on the 10 of Wands and the finances and career card. So it's just letting me know that literally both parties are stressed with money dealings and career path, guidance that's coming slowly, I guess. And this ending has to happen. This change has to happen in order for this new beginning, in order for this metamorphosis. Oh my goodness, I'm going to smack my washer. I'm sorry, guys. This beeping is going to continue. A couple more cards, and then I'll go stop it. Okay, clarifying over the 8 of Swords and making effort. The 8 of... You can't make this up. Another double card. We've got the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, clarifying over the 8 of Swords. Are you kidding me? And there's a heart lock on the fence. Somebody feels trapped and restricted. Just like in the Kipper one where I was like, oh, he feels like he's like restricted around the throat chakra, like communication, because he was wearing this tight scarf. It's like victimized, helpless, powerless, blinded. Oh my goodness. Somebody's putting themselves through this. It's like they feel like locked, like they can't like fully have this love that they want to have because they're feeling trapped, restricted from this. Wow. That's why they can't make the effort over this wall just yet, because they're still trapped, but they want to. Clarifying the 9 of Swords with this chemistry card. You've got the 8 of Cups in reverse. Oh, that says it all. So, the 8 of Cups in the upright position means somebody walked away, they let go of it completely, and they're leaving it behind. That's not the case because it was in the reversal. So even though somebody walked away, they have not let you go. And they don't want to leave you behind. Yeah. They just don't want to deal with the emotions. They don't want to deal with, the heaviness of the feelings. Maybe it feels too real, like a real soulmate, twin flame connection. It feels scary. And to go through that transformation is even more scary because it's on a personal soul level. It's like they literally have to shed every part of their old identity and to step into the future with you. That's some scary shit. 30:03 on the clock. Wow. That's some scary stuff, but that tells me everything, that they know that they've got this magnetic attraction to you, that this chemistry is real, and that's why they don't want to walk away fully. But they did, because the anxiety and the depression was just like overbearing for them. Wow. Okay. 30 minutes already, at 30:30 on the clock. I'm going to stop this here and I'm going to do part 2. Okay. Love you. I'll see you there. Bye.